What did you think of Sean Strickland's performance? He said he wanted to do more, but Paulo was running away from him and he couldn't engage in him. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the fight I expected. I mean, every time you see Paulo Costa in a fight, it's a war. You know, he usually goes to war. But you could tell tonight he couldn't get off. Brilliant kicking that leg the way he did. Strickland's tough as hell. Was eating those leg kicks, you know, all night. Has he been in here yet? No? Yeah, I'm wondering how he's walking because, you know, I haven't heard anything, but he did some big damage to that front leg. And, you know, I thought he fought a beautiful, perfect fight. I mean, he's a very awkward guy to fight, and how he throws those teep kicks and his hands are so good. He's very elusive and beautiful jab. And he basically picked Costa apart and shut him down.
And for Paulo, you know, on the broadcast, Joe Rogan said he feels that Paulo hasn't been the same since he lost to Israel, and he maybe lost a bit of confidence and doesn't fight the way he used to. Do you agree with that assessment, or do you think maybe Paulo's just trying to find different ways to fight?
No, I think that I expected him to come in and turn it into a street fight eventually. You know, maybe they had my thought process in the first 2 rounds, I was like, okay, they have a game plan that he's sticking to. He's chopping that front leg, trying to get him, and then he's going to turn this into an absolute street fight, and the street fight never came. I think that Strickland was way too unorthodox for him and kept that jab in his face and kept pressure on him basically the same way he did Izzy.
How long would you be willing to wait for a title shot?
As long as it takes, man. As long as it takes, you know. As long as it takes. I want the gold, dude. I want the gold. When you're fighting these top 10 motherfuckers, dude, you're only one slip and dodge away from being knocked out. I paid my penance. I did what we did. I went and fought Costa. I didn't want to. I did it. Give me the title shot. I beat Izzy, and that motherfucker gets a title shot. You know, he's not jerking off his dog. Sorry, Izzy. I love you. I like you, Izzy.
Is there any concern about the Whitaker versus Chimaev fight coming up?
I'll wait. I mean, again, if that's what the UFC wants, I'll wait, you know. The problem with bro, besides Whitaker, they get a fight and they take like 8 months off. Like, what are you guys doing this 8 months? What are you guys doing for 8 months? Just say yes to the fight. Go fucking fight. I don't understand why these assholes take so much time off. At the end of the day, guys, I want that fucking gold belt, but I want money. And you get way more money when you got a fucking belt. So let's go fucking get that belt, get that money. Oh, fucking Gaethje, bro. My man, dude. I don't know about that, dude.
You are.
I gotta start fighting like you.
You already do.
Where you going?
I want to fight you.
Yeah, run away.
Run towards motherfucker. Where are you going?
What did you think of Sean's performance?
I love it. I think he's incredibly awkward and people can't figure it out. Pushes you back the whole time. It's exhausting.
Do you continually think of who could be the next contender for the BMF title? And after what happened in the face-off, do you think Islam could eventually fight for the BMF?
We're working on the BMF title right now, yes, but you know, Islam is, you know, one of the greatest fighters in the world ever in that division, and one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the world. So I don't think he'd be fighting for the BMF, but you know, the Sarukian fight is what we like. That's the fight we want to do. I don't think he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. For anybody to call Islam the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world when John Jones is still fighting is nuts and shouldn't be ranking in the pound-for-pound or doing any of the rankings ever, if that's what you really think. John Jones has never lost a fight ever. As long as John Jones is still fighting, active, and in the rankings, yeah, nobody's pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
We were asking him about you, and he was very adamant saying you're not the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world and that John Jones is. And I was trying to push back, being like, you're much more active than John Jones, you're fighting more. And he said, no, it's John Jones. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Maybe it's his opinion. But I think I saved this card today because all these fights boring and the whole arena almost sleep.
Strickland saying he's fighting Stipe November 9th in New York. Is that fine?
I love it.
Yeah, nothing's official yet, though, obviously.
Yeah, I'm in.
Sleep slap you. You will sleep if you not come. I'm sleep slap you. You're gonna be diving for my legs, praying. You're gonna be diving for my legs. Don't sleep. Don't say. Don't sleep. Don't say. Hey, don't get in my face. Don't get in my face. Be respectful. Don't do this. No, it's one thing I want to know. Brother, it's not in my country. You cannot say this. I have respect for you, brother. You don't say. Don't get in my face like this. We're gonna fight.
The press conference day, the face-off, there was a bit of an exchange with you and Islam, and I know you apologized to him the next day. I guess what in a sport where getting inside your opponent's head at all costs is kind of part of the game, why did you feel the need to break that and make sure you guys were cool going into the fight?
No, we didn't have to be cool. I just wanted him to know man to man I would never speak about his family. I called him motherfucker at the press conference. Like didn't plan to call him that. It was just he was in my face saying he was gonna do what he did. And I just said it, and apparently in Dagestan they take the literal meaning of mother. And I would never. That's not in my heart to speak about somebody's family. I don't know this guy's family. I wish him and his family the best. You know, I just wanted to tell him that, like, hey, it just got lost in translation. I would never speak about your family, but.
To be honest, today Islam grew a lot. You don't even understand. When you go deep like today, it's mean it show people and you understand your body and your things inside, how deep you can go even more. You know, there is more place. You know, all the time people underestimate they self, you know. Our body, our soul, we can go more deeper than like 5 rounds or 10 rounds, doesn't matter. You just have to find this. You just have to be relaxed and find this way, you know, the way how you have to go, how you can go deep, you know. It was very deep fight.
Yeah, he came to us and said that he wanted to fight. He was texting me and wanted to meet, and what the hell just were we? We were down St. Louis. He was going to be there, wanted to meet. Hunter got together with him, and they ended up getting a deal done.
Kevin Holland said he was the original opponent, but he didn't want to wait until August. Is that true, or did he give a list of fighters?
Yeah, I mean, we're always throwing people at Kevin Holland all the time, and yeah, I don't know if that is true, but it probably is. If Kevin said it, then it's true. I've never heard Kevin make any shit up, so it must be true.
I don't know. I got a little girl I love, and I gotta see. I think this could be evidence. Well, if it.
There was the reports that Khabib's brother Usman was escorted by the Secret Service from the arena.
Yeah, no, what happened was he was in the right here. He was in the fighter section behind the cage, and when Islam got the finish, he jumped over the barrier and jumped into the cage, and then security escorted him.
He jumped over the cage after the fight, which you can't do, and security escorted him out.
Понял, он перепрыгнул через
Yeah, you
клетку.
can't do that. Yeah.
Would you like for Putin to come to see the fight, much like Trump came to see the fight today? President Putin.
You know, it's funny because any president of a country that comes to a fight, obviously we'd be blown away and honored to have, at any of our fights. So yes, obviously, if it was in Russia, yeah, it would. The president, I'm sure the president of the country would be more than welcome to come.
Russia.
Вы меня рассмешили.